Hello and welcome back to the Ultimate Update. Well, welcome to the Ultimate Update.
Welcome.
Seeing
Yeah,
as
welcome.
our other 4 episodes haven't gone up.
Yeah, they'll. Will they be up eventually? Will we release those eventually? Maybe.
I don't know. It's old news. Like with a show like this, I think it's better to just keep going, moving forward.
There was a piece on Monty Ohm, but I think maybe we'll do something else for that. Maybe a little later down the line.
That was actually in our
Oh, that was in
Half
the Half
Century War
Century
video.
War video.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
right.
that was in the Great Half Century War video that you should all check out because it's really great.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
annotations
It's got
may or may not be on the video because I don't know how to do
yeah,
this.
it's great. It's got really awesome footage of me sucking at my first time at Rogue Legacy.
And it has really awesome audio of me threatening to kill a puppy.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get
So
into it.
comic books.
Our first order of business this week is the Daredevil trailer, which came out. Can't remember if it was this week or last week, but it came out, and for me, it was awesome.
Daredevil trailer was last week, February 4th.
Last week, whatever. It's still awesome. I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about
no, it's definitely worth talking about. It looks interesting. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to the series, but I'm looking forward to it existing, if that makes sense.
it. I am really looking forward to this series. I am a huge Daredevil fan. This looks awesome. From what I've heard, it's going to be both a Daredevil it's going to be both an origin for Daredevil, sorry, and an origin for the Kingpin in the series or in the first season.
Oh, so it's going to be telling like both their stories then.
Yeah, it's going to be two narratives told parallel.
It has more of a crime drama feel to it. I was getting kind of like a Law and Order feel.
Yeah, yeah, which I really like, and I hope that they continue to put into all of these Netflix shows that they're doing, because it really sets them apart from the other, like the movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, like they're doing a really good job with diversifying. It seems the tone of each show.
Yeah, like the tone, like it really gives you a good idea that these aren't like the spectacular heroes you've been watching. These are like street level dudes who like they get beat up on like a nightly basis, and like they could die every night they
Well,
go
yeah, I
out.
mean, what's the shot that the trailer ends on? It ends with
Yeah,
Daredevil
it ends with
face down
like,
in the pavement with blood coming out of his mouth. It's like that's what you
yeah,
read Daredevil for and stuff. It's the underdog
yeah.
story.
Well, you read it for that, and because Daredevil's just awesome.
He is awesome.
Like he is blind. Like just knowing that he's blind makes him like a million times more awesome.
This is true. This is true. Although he can still see, he has the ability to see, basically, which is
Yes.
that's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. But that's my complaint about Daredevil.
Okay. His power isn't that he can use echolocation. His power is that all of his other senses are super
So that
heightened.
he can see using echolocation.
That's one of his senses.
Right.
It's his hearing being superimposed.
But he gained
Another
his
way.
superpower is literally the ability to see. Like
No, it's more awesome than that. Okay.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I already know.
In Ultimate Spider-Man, which I know because I've been reading a lot, there's a part where Peter Parker's going to high school and he's like right outside and he's about to go to class, and then Matt Murdock walks up to him and he's like, "Hey, Spider-Man, I need to talk to you." And then Peter Parker's like, "How do you know who I am? Who are you?" And the last time they met, Daredevil told him something about him being too young to be a superhero. So then Daredevil tells him the exact same thing again, and he's like, "Hold on, you're Daredevil? You're blind? What?" So then Daredevil was like, "Yes, I'm blind. I need to talk to you." So then Peter Parker's like, How did you find me if you're blind?" And Daredevil was like, "I could smell you. You don't wear deodorant. It's a very poignant smell."
Right, but I mean, what if it was just another teenager that... Look, I have a lot of issues with Daredevil, okay?
Daredevil's awesome, okay?
Paraplegic Steve with his bionic legs.
Anyway.
What? All I heard was like a
So
really long
Daredevil
bleep.
So Daredevil is going to be awesome. And I guess I want to close this part of the video out just by saying that Daredevil is the first in, I don't know if you know about this, Michael, but it's the first in 4 Netflix series which are going to lead up to a Defender
Oh,
series.
yes. I believe I did know about that. Isn't there also a Luke Cage series coming up?
Yes, that's the
Ah,
third
yeah.
series. And I was right in that months ago I guessed how they were going to do it and that they were going to go Daredevil. Then they were going to go with the least known character, which is Jessica Jones. Then with the second least known character, which is Luke Cage. And then with the third, the second most known character besides Daredevil, which is Iron Fist.
Oh, I see. Okay. Neat. All right. So that's going to be interesting. Defenders. That's a much more
Yeah.
like those are much more human-based superheroes. Like they're not so super. They're more just like we can do kind of cool shit.
Yeah. One thing that I do want to talk about Jessica Jones really quick is that David Tennant has signed on to the Jessica Jones show to play the villain, the
I
Purple
thought you were
Man.
about to say he signed on to play Jessica Jones.
No. Oh, what's her name? I think it's her last name's Ritter, but I can't remember her first name. I think it might be Christina,
Christina.
but I know that her last name's Ritter.
Oh, that's the person who'll be playing Jessica Jones. That's
Yes.
interesting. Christina Ritter. Let's see.
Or Krista Ritter or something. It's
Did you
something
like my
Ritter.
lookup music, by the way?
Oh yeah. Kristen Ritter with a K. Kristen Ritter with a K.
Kristen Ritter. Oh, that's a good fit. Yeah.
Yes, she's going to be
All
playing
right.
Jessica
I
Jones.
can see that. I can see some people complaining, but I can also see that working very well.
Yeah, like from what I've seen her in, she's a pretty good actress. So I think it'll work out very well, especially because Jessica Jones is going to be a very different type of show. Because I haven't read it, but I know what her origin is, and I know her story, and it's very
Well, I can just hear people going like, "She's too skinny." I can
well.
already hear that.
That's kind of that's kind of like the thing of Jessica Jones is that she's this like skinny hot girl who gets superpowers, and she's like, I'm gonna be a superhero, and then her first night out, some effed up stuff happens to her, and a few months later, she comes to and she's like, I don't want to be a superhero anymore.
Man, that sounds very. These are going to be very strange
Yes.
series. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure how they're going to work out. But then again, that's what we thought about Guardians of the Galaxy and like the
Yeah.
Lego movie.
And that's what a lot of people thought about Iron Man.
I don't see that though. I honestly even looking back on it, or like even just like from being from around that time, I don't see how people thought Iron Man was going to fail.
Because, Michael, at that time, you and I weren't reading comics, so we just knew the characters and the stories. So to us, Iron Man's awesome. And I know of people who were reading comics at the time, and when they heard they're making an Iron Man movie, they were like, they're making a what movie? Because at that time, Iron Man was like a B-list character. Like, he was the dude who funded the Avengers. He wasn't an Avenger.
But it's like it's the mere concept. It's like what movie are you gonna go watch? The movie about the dude that in a robot suit that fights another robot suit. I would go watch that immediately. I don't need to know the title. I'm already watching it.
But still, I think that like a lot of things had to go right with that movie for it to work. Like, I think if Robert Downey Jr. wasn't Tony Stark, I don't think that movie would have done it.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Anyone else, it just
Yeah.
would have not. Because he made the character. Like he made the character.
Oh, definitely. Like the character is how he is in the comics now because of Robert Downey.
Yeah,
Jr.
I heard that. I heard that the character in the comics was totally. And by heard, I mean I totally read it myself because I read comics every day. I have a vast knowledge. I'm completely qualified to be on this show.
But now with Marvel Unlimited, we can catch up.
Oh,
That's totally not a plug unless Marvel wants to fund us. Then yes, that is a plug.
I mean, they won't, they won't fund us. But if you guys wanted to.
Yeah, if they want, we're here. We do it for free
Yeah.
anyways.
We'll report on news and stuff, such as whatever the next headline is. Junior?
Okay, so there's a reason why I wanted to put this one in the
Okay, so yes, what is the meat of our update sandwich?
In my opinion, this is the one that I'm going to be talking most for. Which is DC released their slate of comic books, which are going to come out after the Convergence event.
Okay, and what is coming up after Convergence? And for those of you at home who don't know what Convergence is, why don't you go ahead and explain that for those at home who don't know what it is?
So, the villain Brainiac in DC, he's going around And this isn't New 52
She's a
Brainiac, that dude whose name was like Val
brainiac.
something. Anyways, this is pre-New 52 Brainiac, like the Brainiac, going around, and what he does is he's going around and getting these cities, one city from every alternate universe. And he gets every single one, and he creates his own Earth. And he puts each city somewhere on the Earth. And then I believe it's like after a few months, he lets them live there for a few months. And then he drops the walls around the city, and he's like, okay, go. I want to see what happens. And that's what Convergence
Isn't that
is.
basically Secret Wars?
Yes, that's what a lot of people have been
Okay.
saying. Is that DC and Marvel are in talks because they announced the same thing on the same
Okay,
day.
now hold on. Are they in talks, or is DC really trying to catch up to Marvel at this point?
Really, if anything, Marvel's trying to catch up to DC. Because this is Marvel's first restart. This is Marvel's first reboot.
Right, but it's such a specific idea. Like I'm sure it's happened before, but for them to both do it at the same time.
Yeah, and they both made the announcement for their events on the same day. It's just that DC did it 2 hours earlier.
I don't know, because ever since when they released the movie lineups, I'm just really wary of DC and exactly what their plan is, because I don't even think they had a plan until Marvel unleashed theirs.
Okay, for movies, yes, Marvel's leagues ahead. But for comics, I will always be on
Okay,
DC's
wait, but
side.
who's winning the video game market? I think.
Oh, that's
Is it DC? Are you sure?
That's DC.
Do you mean Captain America, the world's first Avenger, the video game, wasn't a smashing success?
You mean all the trademark licensed Amazing Spider-Man games weren't blockbuster hits?
Do you mean to tell me that Prince of Persia is not... Wait.
Okay, so what's happening is
Continuing.
that DC calls, they called this news update thing they put out, they called it the end of the New 52. And before many of you New 52 haters
Right.
get excited, this is not the end of the New 52. This is
the start of the New 53.
This is the end of them putting the New 52 on the top of the books.
This is the beginning of them saving
Because
it.
they realized, hey, it's been 4 years, they're not new anymore, and we don't have 52 books.
Good job, DC. You are just
So basically
great at
what they're
marketing.
doing is after Convergence, they're going to launch 25 new books, and they're going to keep 25 old books.
Right.
So
do they know that 25 plus 25 is not 52, but
that's
50?
why it's not called the New 52 anymore.
That would explain a lot. That's like if Baskin Robbins was like, we got some flavors.
if
Yeah, like
if Baskin
7.
Robbins sold sandwiches.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins is now selling sandwiches. I don't think that's the same thing. I'm not so sure that analogy
I'm
works.
gonna keep going. Anyway, so I have the list here of the new comics, the 25 new comics that are gonna be coming out. So I'm just gonna run through these really quick. First off, we have Batman Beyond. Yeah.
Oh, that's coming back? Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Batman
And then
Beyond is awesome.
along with these new books coming out, they're also doing 6-issue limited series, which I think are basically going to be their way of telling a different kind of story to see if people like it, and then if they do, they'll bring it back for a full-on series. So this next one is a 6-issue limited series, and it's Batmite. And you might not, and you probably don't know who Batmite is, but Batmite, you remember watching Teen Titans, right?
Absolutely.
Do you remember the episode when a little Robin came out, and he was really little, and he could snap his fingers and make stuff happen?
Yes, I also remember asking Mom if I was sick.
That's
after I saw
Robin
that
Mite.
episode.
So think of that guy, except dressed up as
Okay.
Batman. That's Batmite.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Next on the list is another 6. Yeah.
Is that it? That's just
that's all I.
you
Yeah,
had to say
that's all I have
about
to say about Batmite. Next
Right
issue
on.
is
Okay.
another 6-issue
I dig
limited
it.
series, which is called Bizarro, which I
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that's gonna.
which
Well,
I think is
yeah,
going to be
maybe.
more of a comedic book in lieu of Marvel's recent success with their Ant-Man series.
Is that going to be about?
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Bizarro?
about Bizarro, either on Bizarro World or on Earth.
Do you think it might be? I mean, maybe this is just pulling and pulling at straws here, but you think it might be almost an answer to Deadpool?
Maybe. I think it's either an answer.
I can see the
Yeah, I
Bizarro
think it's
character
either
going
an
that
answer
way.
to Deadpool or it's an answer to Marvel's new Ant-Man series. Because the Ant-Man series that they have going on right now is a lot more comedic than it is like action and mystery and stuff.
That's probably to go along with the movie, though, right? Because I mean, they have Paul Rudd
Yeah,
in it.
but I'm guessing that DC sees that like comedic driven comics are in right now in the sales for Ant-Man.
I wouldn't. Well, I don't know. I actually don't know what the sales figures are, so I'm not gonna open my mouth about that.
So next we have Black Canary.
Yeah.
After Black Canary, there's Constantine the Hellblazer.
Oh, Constantine's coming
Well,
back.
he has his own comic right now in the New 52, but it's just called Constantine. Yeah,
But they're giving him a new one.
I guess because between here and somewhere closer to Convergence, Constantine's gonna get canceled or something like that. And I guess they're gonna bring it.
Interesting. They're bringing it back before
Yeah.
it's even gone.
This one I have a bit of an opinion on. Next one is Cyborg. And you know
Cyborg.
they're only doing this because they're making a Cyborg solo movie.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And they're
obviously.
like, guys, Cyborg doesn't have any villains. He's actually never had his own comic book.
I think honestly, I think it's safe to say that any comic line that comes out from now on, like, or any like major one that they're like pushing for, I can, like, it's safe to say that there's going to be a movie for it. Because like, that's what's in now. Like, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna beat this horse until it's like. I'm totally fine with it though. If it means more like Avengers and stuff.
Next up is Dark Universe, which I have no idea what the hell that is.
Dark Universe.
After that is that is Green Lantern Lost Army, which is just going to be another Green Lantern spin-off book. There's like 5 of those already.
So Green Lantern, he's a lesser.
Yeah, not a lot of people
right?
know about him. He's pretty.
Yeah, I hear he's pretty underground.
He's pretty underground. He's
kind of like DC's
he got his
Howard
breakout role when he had a cameo in the Plastic Man comic back in the 1950s.
Oh right. Yeah,
that was really good.
That was a good issue. That was they fought the
mosquito. Yeah, that was back when Plastic Man had to help Superman escape from Lex Luthor, right?
No, he was fighting the Green Goblin.
Anyway,
I can already hear people typing at me.
Alright, so let's continue before we get killed. Next is Doomed, which, from what I remember, Doomed was a 2-issue limited series because there was an event called Superman Doomed. So I don't know what that's going to be about. Maybe it'll focus on Doomsday or something like that?
The Rock?
What?
The Doom movie.
Oh.
You know. I'm not supposed to die. I would watch it. I want to watch a movie based on the Doom movie.
Anyways, so and then Earth 2 Society, which is really exciting for me because that means that the characters from Earth 2 are going to continue on after Convergence. And I really like those characters. Next up is Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
He sounds epic.
Dr. Fate is awesome.
Alright, what does he do?
So, keep in mind, I'm going off of what I know from the Young Justice show. So it might not be how it is in the comics right now. But basically, there's the Helmet of Fate, and the helmet contains the spirit of a dude, like a really powerful wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put on the helmet, then you gain the power of the wizard. You basically become one of the most powerful people in the DC universe.
Right.
Except the wizard takes over, and he's now in control. Which is why in Young Justice, I don't know if you've seen Young Justice or seen the episode, when there's a problem that arises for the Justice League.
A problem, you say?
And the only way that they can think to get around it is to have somebody put on the helmet. So, like, the whole episode is, like, them trying to figure out who is going to make the sacrifice and put on the helmet.
Damn. So that sounds epically insane and cool.
Yes. Like, from what I know, Dr. Fate is on par with the Spectre. And the Spectre, his power is to manipulate reality.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yes. After that, there's another 6-issue limited series, which is Harley Quinn and Power Girl.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah,
neat. Harley Quinn deserves her own series.
she already has one, but I guess this is going to be one with her and Power Girl.
Oh, okay. Well, she deserves more. That's what I meant. She deserves more.
Hmm After that, they are bringing back Justice League of America. But from what I've seen, Justice League of America is going to have the same lineup as the regular Justice League.
So it's just going to be the Justice League.
Yes, so you're going to have 2 books with the Justice League.
What? Why?
Why not?
You know, like, there's a Pokemon analogy here somewhere. Like a red version, blue version. Justice League of America, Justice League.
Do you want your
Blue.
Justice League plain, or do you want your Justice League with more America?
Yeah, more America. Would you like it cel shaded or boldly drawn?
Do you want Superman just flying in the sky, or do you want him flying with an American flag behind him? It's your choice.
The answer is yes.
So after that is Justice League 3001, which is going to be a continuation of the Justice League book going on right now. Yeah, which is called 3000.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And
Awesome.
it's basically the Justice League in the year 3000.
Right on.
I don't read it, but from what I hear, it's pretty good. This is one that Taylor and I are very excited about. This is Taylor's favorite superhero. Martian Manhunter is getting his own comic.
I thought you were gonna say Hawk Girl.
No. Dude, Martian Manhunter.
He's a badass.
Need I say more about Martian Manhunter?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, let's leave it there and not taint the world.
Yes. These next ones, I'm going to say I have no idea about except for one of them.
Well, we can just read them off Spitfire. I think we're starting to run a little long anyways.
Okay. So then, these next few are Midnighter, Mystic U, Omega Men, Prez, Red Hood / Arsenal, Robin, the son of Batman, Section 8, which is another 6-issue limited series, and we're ending off with Starfire.
I've heard about Prez. Isn't that not superhero based at all?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything. All I see is that it's here and it's going to be written by Mark Russell and it's going to be drawn by Ben Caldwell.
I think from what I've heard about it, it's about a teenage girl that somehow ends up as the president of the United States.
What? That'd be interesting.
Yeah. It actually, it sounded really dumb at first, and the more that I think about it, and I think about, like, who's writing it and, like, why it's being announced, and I'm like, it might be something, there might be something to it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out.
I forgot to mention that another one that's coming out is a book called We Are Robin.
We Are Robin?
Yes. But with what you just told me about Prez, if that is indeed like what it is going to be about, it'd be really interesting to see if these books, like some of them, take place on alternate universes.
I'm sure they might. I mean, because Prez, I think I saw like some art for it. It doesn't look like the kind of comic that DC is going for usually.
Mm-hmm. All right, so really quick, as we move on, I want to do a real quick spitfire of the comics that are going to be staying around after Convergence.
Oh, yeah, do that.
So there is Action Comics, Aquaman, Batgirl, Batman, Detective Comics, Batman Superman, Catwoman, Deathstroke, The Flash, Gotham Academy, Gotham by Midnight, Grayson, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn, Justice League United, Lobo, Secret Six, Sinestro, New Suicide Squad, Superman, Superman Wonder Woman, Teen Titans, and Wonder Woman.
I'm so glad Aquaman is staying.
Aquaman's awesome, okay?
I hate Aquaman, and you know this. I think he's a piece of shit. And I will fight you, Internet. Aquaman sucks.
Aquaman is awesome. Shut up. We'll make a whole nother video about why Aquaman... You know what? You make a video about
the
why
next
Aquaman
video
sucks.
is going to be us fighting about Aquaman.
I'll make a video about why Aquaman is awesome, and we'll see which one more person watches.
No, that's not what's happening. We're gonna do a debate. We're debating Aquaman. I'm gonna bring up all my points against him. Like, number 1, no.
I was like, number 2, Aqua? Who uses that word anymore?
Yeah. Why not go Hydro Man, asshole? Man, way to be sexist.
Anyway, so let's get into our last topic before we go too overboard with this,
Let's do that.
which is Spider-Man in the
Spooderman!
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I love Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys know this. I love Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's one of those people. I think I told you this before, but Spider-Man's one of those heroes that I forget how much I like him until I read a book with him in it, or until I see a movie with him in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely. It creeps up on you. It's like, I fucking hate Spider-Man. Wait, no, I don't. No, he's amazing. He's the best. So what's going on with Spider-Man? Did he die again?
No, Spider-Man is going to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, yes, I heard about this. Fucking finally.
Awesome. Like, oddly enough, just in time for Captain America Civil War.
Oh, good. So just in time for him to die. Is that what I'm hearing? Like,
No, he doesn't die in Civil War. He just unmasks himself.
are we sure about that though?
Pretty sure.
Are we sure that they're not going to do that?
Pretty sure.
Because that would be kind of a huge slap in the face. Just like, here's Spider-Man. Oh, he saved Captain America. Right.
From what I can tell, the deal is that Sony still has creative license over him. It's just that Marvel will now be able to help Sony make their Spider-Man movies, which will now be intertwined with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And in return, Marvel will be able to use him in Avengers type movies and stuff like that.
I don't like that Sony still has creative license over it, but
Well, they said specifically that they have the final decision over creative things, which at this point is them gonna be like, oh yeah, looks good, whatever, do it, it's cool, I
yeah,
trust you.
but at the same time, like, it's still gonna put the responsibility on Sony. Like, if it sucks, we're still gonna blame Sony for it sucking. At least if it's Marvel, it's like, oh well, they tried. Maybe Spider-Man's just a lost cause at this point. But if it's Sony, we can always blame Sony.
Well, one of the cool things about this is that what I'm thinking is that now maybe they'll have access to like Marvel level like screenwriters and stuff to write the Spider-Man movies, because they're gonna reboot Spider-Man again.
So. They're gonna reboot it again?
Yes. They're not gonna do a full on. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen.
Can we just reboot it with the exact same cast and just have someone else write it? Like, is that possible?
So this is what's gonna happen. Somebody new is gonna play Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to first appear in a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
Right.
So, and then he's going to get his own solo movie in 2017.
2017?
Which
That's when Godzilla comes out.
Which basically confirms that he's going to be in Captain America Civil War, and then in 2017 he's going to get his own movie.
What the fuck's he gonna do in Civil War? You gonna take pictures?
I heard a really cool theory that at the beginning of the movie, Captain America and Iron Man meet Spider-Man and they become friends with him. And then somehow, if in the movie they go the route of the Superhero Registration Act, that Captain America is on the side of not registering because of his friendship with Spider-Man. Because in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Spider-Man is the only hero who has a secret identity.
Wait, really?
Yeah, think about it.
Oh. No.
All the people in the Avengers, you know who they are.
Well, yeah, we know who they are.
No, everybody knows who they are.
Captain America was made. Iron Man, yeah. Black Widow, no. Oh, no, we know her name.
Everybody knows
her name's not publicly known. Her full name's not publicly known.
Yeah, well, still, like...
Hawkeye, his full name's not publicly known.
But still, like, you see her face. You know who she is. You know,
and I guess they would be
face,
registered because they're
Black
CIA,
Widow.
so never mind.
Yeah. And even then, in Civil War, Black Widow and Hawkeye might side with Captain America just because they're his friends.
No, I think they're going to divide it. I think it's going to be Hawkeye with one and then Black Widow with the other.
Well, then I would think that it's Black Widow with Captain America because
Well, yeah.
they spent a lot of time building up that friendship in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, you can. That's the kind of sad part is that you can like the more you hear about the movie that's coming up, like the more you can look back at the other one and be like, okay, so this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Here's what they were building up here. Here's what they were hinting at.
Yeah,
Well, that's
because
cool. I'm glad Marvel has them back.
like it's gonna be really cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so happy if we get to see the Iron Spider costume in a movie.
I'm sure eventually.
That'll be so awesome.
Maybe we'll get hints at it in Age of Ultron.
That'd be really cool. Oh,
I mean, because with the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit like that, I mean, that's got to lead into it somehow.
Somehow. But people are thinking that, like, now that Marvel has Spider-Man back, no matter what was originally going to be the Age of Ultron post-credit scene, like, everybody's like,
gonna be Spider-Man.
Everybody at Marvel, as soon as they heard that Spider-Man back, they were like, "We need to put something Spider-Man at the end of Avengers! Hurry!"
There's probably gonna be like 2 end credit scenes.
Because, like, really, like, if they get an actor cast, but like a few months prior to when Age of Ultron comes out, and they can film like a 10-second scene with him, that'd be perfect. But they really don't need to have somebody cast as Spider-Man to make the scene.
Yeah, that's true. Because we just need to see it. Like, that's all we need to see.
Like, all you need to do is see a dude in a Spider-Man costume.
Not even that. Just like someone swinging on a web.
Yeah.
Or a web. A web. That's all you fucking need.
I heard a really funny thought by somebody, and he said that it would be really funny if like the post-credit scene is like it goes to black after the credits and then it comes back and it's like all the destruction from the final battle of the movie, and then Spider-Man swings in and he's like, "Oh man, I missed it."
That'd be funny. And then Stan Lee comes in, he's like, "I'm the Watcher."
Man, dude, that'd be so cool.
He's the Watcher. That would be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a theory. I think he denied it though. I think he like came out and said no.
I think so too, but man, that would be really
Fuck
cool.
you, Stanley. That's a better idea than fucking not being the Watcher.
I don't think we get to tell Stan Lee that he has bad ideas anymore. I think he's had enough good ideas for like 5 lifetimes.
No, fuck that. He's old. I get to call him out on his bullshit. I don't care.
Man, dude, that guy's 92 and he looks like he's 80.
I don't
really
understand how he's still alive. I'm glad he's still alive, and I hope that he never dies ever. But Jesus Christ, how do you do that without your fingers falling off?
Uh-huh. So, one last thing that I want to talk about is that there are two
hidden
people,
news. What's up?
There are 2 people that people think are going to be cast as Spider-Man.
Yes.
One,
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Okay, they've already said that the old actors aren't coming back. They're not going to get
Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man, though.
Yeah, I really like Andrew Garfield.
Again,
Andrew Garfield was a really good
fuck
Spider-Man.
you, Internet. I will fight you.
Like, okay, I used to think I have a hard time deciding between Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire was a shitty Spider-Man.
If you go back and watch those movies, they are so stupid.
Oh my god. Emo Spider-Man. That's all anyone ever needs to bring up.
Not even that. I watched like one scene, and it was the scene where like he's hanging upside down and he kisses Mary Jane. And he's like there, and then just his voice the whole time. She goes up to him to kiss him, and he's like, "Wait, I don't know if we should do that." Like the whole time.
Oh my god. He's William Shatner.
Like, no offense to Tobey Maguire. Like, I'm sure he's a good actor, but at the time when he made Spider-Man, he was not that hot.
And looking back on it too, the Green Goblin was really silly too.
Oh, definitely.
Norman was he was ridiculously over the top. Like, not even comic book villainy. Like when he's yelling at his mask, I was like, what even?
Yeah. Like, I understand that I understand why he was like that, because it was directed by Sam Raimi. But
right.
At the same time, Calm down.
Yeah, let's bring it down a notch. This is about a man who shoots spiderwebs from his fingers and wears a red and blue leotard. You leotard?
So, the two people that people think are in the running to be Spider-Man are, one, well, the first guy, his name's Logan Lerman.
Logan Lerman.
Yes. And Marvel already said that they want a really young Spider-Man. Like, a Spider-Man who looks like he could be in high school. Like, not a 20-year-old dude playing a dude who could be in high school. Like,
I'm disagreeing with Logan Lerman already.
Me too. He played Percy Jackson.
Daniel Radcliffe? Is that really the next person who's in line for it?
Well, it's between Logan Lerman and Dylan O'Brien. And I really want Dylan O'Brien to be Spider-Man.
I'm not familiar with Dylan O'Brien.
He played Thomas in The Maze Runner, and he was the best friend to the main character of Teen Wolf.
They look the same to me. I can't...
No, I really like Dylan O'Brien.
They both look like the same shitty white kid.
No, I really like Dylan O'Brien.
No, horseshit. I don't want Peter Parker. I want Miles Morales.
That would be cool too, but I think you need to have Peter before you can have Miles.
We already have. We've had 40 of them. I don't need any more Peter Parker Spider-Man.
But, like, I think you need to establish Peter Parker in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, kill him, and then have Miles come.
You know what? Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Fuck it.
But yeah, I think Dylan O'Brien would be a really good Spider-Man. Because in Teen Wolf, you see that he can do, like, the nerdy, like, not as cool as his friends type of person, you know? He can do that sort of character. And then in stuff like The Maze Runner, you see that he can do, like, action hero.
We'll just have to see how he can say the line, "What?"
That was so awesome.
That's the moment I decided I loved him as Spider-Man.
Peter, why are you full of dirt? I was cleaning the chimney. We don't have a chimney.
What? Still makes me laugh. Fuck you, Internet. That was great. That is what Spider-Man should be on the fucking big screen. People complaining, oh, he was too kiddish. Fuck you, Spider-Man.
But yeah, next Spider-Man, I'm putting my hat into the ring. I think it's gonna be Dylan O'Brien.
I really want them to switch it up. I want to see Miles Morales. We don't need more Peter Parker. It's the same thing with Batman in Batman vs. Superman. I'm so tired of seeing Batman.
I'll never get tired of seeing Batman.
But it's like, I mean, really think about it. I've seen 7 Batman movies in my lifetime, and they were all different movies.
I could see 7 more.
But they were all different movies. And, like, 2 of them were good.
I've come to the conclusion that I don't like any of the Batman movies before Christopher Nolan.
I've come to the conclusion that I don't like Batman.
Dude, Batman's
I'm kidding.
awesome.
I'm kidding. I love Batman.
Don't
even joke about that? Is
joke.
That sacrilege?
Don't even joke. Dark Knight's like one of the best movies ever made, period.
The Dark Knight, yes. Although I do have some dissenting opinions.
That's another video.
Yeah, we should actually make a video about
that. On that note, talking about our next videos. See you in the next video.
Yeah. I guess that means that this video is coming to a close. Long, goodbye. Hate to see you leave, but god damn it, a goodbye is not forever. It's just to see you later.
Yep, and if all goes well and we don't get too busy this week, hopefully Friday you'll be seeing us talk about Civil War.
Yeah. And if all goes well and I finish the audio for this video, you'll be seeing this video.
Yes. So if you see this video, congratulations to us, please.
Yeah.
We actually did something on time.
If you see this video, you saw this video.
If you can see this video, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. Do that. Then undo it. Then do it again. but this
Yes,
time backwards.
indeed.
Did you do it yet? I'm still waiting. Go ahead. Aquaman sucks.